to us and revisit places that we never thought we would visit again, but are dear to us. That's why I'm going to start with my personal story. What happened is my daughter got accepted last year. We panicked. It was completely unexpected. We would stare at the screen going, dee, dee. It was a huge shock. Hi, καλώς όρισες. Ελένη, χωρίς να πάρεις δίκτυα. Είσαι ο? Μιχάλης. Welcome. So, it was really important for us to know someone there because things are not as ideal as they were when we went there. We're all alone, but now it's not as safe, especially for girls or finding a specialty doctor. There's a lot of waiting time. But I knew people who knew people, and I'm really grateful to people who gave me contact info of their friends. Gideon, tell me, do you remember how we met? Now that I remember, your wife was driving a car with a Stanford banner on it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so that's one way to connect. Yeah. I also have my Stanford backpack, by the way, right there in the corner.
You know how much they sell for now?
Yes, I know, I went there. One small panda teddy bear was $15 because it just said Stanford.
That's a brand.
Sorry, says, μπορείς να πάρεις name tag αν θέλεις. Μπορείς να πάρεις name tag εδώ. Είσαι ο? George, Miles. So what also happened is that another student from Cyprus got accepted this year. And you guys, they didn't know anyone. His mother is in the same profession as I am. So they were so happy when I managed to find them and invite them over. Because what happens when you get accepted is Stanford sends an email saying alumni clubs all over the world are hosting receptions and you're welcome to join and that's for information. And in the case of Cyprus, that email never came. So that's one of the gaps that we're going to try and fill with this association. So I think the motto, as John was saying, of tonight's meeting is that it's never too late. It's never too late to reconnect with people who mean something to you. Like Susie and I even went to Hawaii together over spring break. And it's been 25 years and, just grew apart. So we're trying to change this with this meeting. And also it's never too late to visit places. And I really want to show you this. So this is my advisor, you guys, and I met him a quarter of a century later. And this guy is also a friend who came and met me in September. Do you recognize him, Gabriel?
It's Chris there.
Chris, yeah. I made a mistake of not contacting him verbally. But what happened, if I had read this in a book or seen it on some telenovela, whatever, I'd be like, what is this crap that they're throwing at us? Things like this don't happen. Do they think we're stupid? But it happened. So I walk out of the bookstore and I see this woman who looks just like my former roommate. And I'm like, it can't be her because she doesn't have college kids of this age to drop off. I knew she works in Seattle. She's one of the vice presidents for Boeing. I knew she had not been to Stanford in 25 years, but it looked so much like her. So I'm like, Liz, I call out her name and you guys, she turns around, it was her. She had not been to Stanford in 25 years. I had not been to Stanford in 25 years. She had a meeting in the Bay Area and she had 1 hour to spare and she was like, why don't I go visit my old university? And in that 1 hour, we bumped into each other.
At that spot.
At that spot. And what's even more impressive is that right after we met, I had to go to the convocation ceremony. And the convocation ceremony was all about how rare and special it is to meet your roommate. So they said that the chance of two random people meeting each other in the world is 0.00487. Amazing that they're about to defy those laws.
You had just defied
it. It was amazing. Like I really, if one of you was telling me this story, I'd be like, yeah. But it did happen. And this is from the letter to your roommate essay that applicants to Stanford have to write. Stanford essays are crazy, you guys. Almost as crazy as Princeton's. Princeton has this.
Chicago has the weirdest.
Chicago, my daughter didn't try that.
Yeah.
Princeton was like, what song is the battle music of
Yeah.
what makes you happy?
You remember,
Say
huh?
20 words. Majority was like cookies, biscuits. So I also want to show you this clip because I think it very much shows what Stanford stands for. You know that we don't have any other representatives from other universities yet. They try to emphasize the fact that unlike other universities which emphasize seeking the truth, veritas, or advancing technology for the sake of technology, not calling out any names, Stanford, from the beginning, emphasized direct usefulness, that we have to give people what they need, the public what they need. And they believe that's why they gave the world the internet, Google, now of course OpenAI, ChatGPT, even it was dropped, I don't know, Netflix, LinkedIn, Instagram, you name it. So they also emphasize that we are not elitist. You know that Stanford was founded after the Stanfords lost their son, and James Stanford said the legendary quote, "The children of California shall now be my children," since she lost her only child. So of course now it's not just the children of California, it's the children of the US, the world, like we were. So this is what I want to play for you.
Unique languages or other than English are spoken in your home. For our first-year students, you attended 1,242 secondary schools. And for our transfer students, you're transferring from 55 colleges and universities from 22 states. 23 of those institutions are community colleges.
See, they emphasize the fact that so many students come from community colleges, they're not old money.
And 21% of you are among the first in your families to attend a four-year university. And also among you are 9 military veterans, and we salute you.
This is the Dean of Admissions. He's crazy, but the students laughing because he's one older than me. So I also want to tell you that this year, Cyprus was represented in the orientation and welcoming week. It was my daughter, Andrea, and there was also another student, as I told you, he's from Limassol, Marinos Liadis. This is the Bechtel International Center. Do you remember this? I know. And because there were students from Cyprus, this is the secret flag. I was very happy to see that. No commenting, about the orientation. Still, we're happy he was there. There's also another secret student who's graduating this year, Polis Yorkagis. He's the son of our mayor, and he's going to stay there to do a master's, so hopefully, he looks happy there. When he went there, there were no other secret students. And last year, another student, he's the only graduate student from Cyprus, went there, Phidias Theophanous, someone from the University of Nicosia here. Yeah, his father works at the University of Nicosia. He actually contacted the association. And there are also two girls who are American citizens. They were born in the US, but they also graduated from Cypriot high schools. One is Angelina from Larnaca, and another girl, Daria. Now this girl, I think she's also half Russian and half Ukrainian. She is a member of our national volleyball team and also an athlete at Stanford beach volleyball. And a couple of years ago, she was voted the most valuable athlete in Cyprus. I think she graduated from the International School of Nicosia. They live in Limassol. But again, they have dual citizenship. Of course, they're still Cypriot, part of our national team. And I also want to share with you some changes I noticed now on campus. I don't know how many of you have been to Stanford recently. This one broke my heart, you guys. I was so hoping that I would walk into my library and be reminded of my 24-year-old self, but they tore it down. As you may know, yes, it was not safe. I don't know if Gabriel studied earthquake
I
engineering.
did it a long time ago, no?
What?
Like 10 years ago. I did it down.
Yeah, but it was.
Well, I think I was there at the time.
Oh, it
Well,
broke my heart.
2006, 2007, something like that.
Broke my heart. I asked why, and they said it was so expensive.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
to fix. And even worse is that it's been replaced by this monstrosity.
What?
It's actually called hello, I don't know what this ancient Greek
What is that?
dystopian headless snake is supposed to be. I did not ask if it's temporary because I'm hoping it is. I don't know if some of you are more artistically inclined, if this is a beauty. We don't have Marina Cassianida, who is the artist, she's going to come in the summer. Anyway, another change, the School of Ed is undergoing major renovation. This is what it's going to be looking like. And there are lots of high-rise buildings. This is from Escondido Village around Stanford to house graduate students. Because as you know, there aren't enough bridges in Palo Alto. We didn't have housing easily there. But you know, Stanford is still Stanford. It's the same goal coming place. This is what John was telling me the other day, in case you don't know. Right outside the Counter Arts Center, formerly known as Stanford Museum. Here. Yeah, here.
Yeah, it was always there.
Because they have a huge collection of ancient Cypriot artifacts at Stanford.
Actually, the museum was created because of the collection that the Stanfords acquired. It's the first collection that they acquired. They acquired it from the MoMA,
The Metropolitan, which was also founded because of stolen Cypriot artifacts.
that says Chesnola, Luigi Chesnola, forgot his middle name, ransacked from Cyprus.
Yeah, that's
At the
how
time of the
Metropolitan
British,
thing.
he sold it to the Metropolitan in New York, and they sold a quarter of their collection to the Stanfords, who wanted to found a museum. And it was, at the time, it still was, the largest privately owned museum in the world, still in our time. The largest privately owned museum in the world.
But Susie, didn't Leland come to Cyprus? I guess that's part of
Who? Ne?
the son. Yeah, I think he was.
No, he went to Greece. That's where he got sick. And then he went to Florence and died there because he was not used to enjoying.
I thought he was here too.
Cyprus? Let me check. I don't know. I know that he always wanted to go to Greece. He was a collector even at this young age, and hence the founding of the museum.
You guys, if you go, you can find in their archive, it's online, the Cypriot pieces they have, it's over 6,000 pieces.
Wow.
Amazing.
Most broken in the basement in crates.
No, in our time, they were exhibited in the left
Oh,
wing.
that's so
Broken
exciting.
Yeah, sorry.
Welcome. It's okay. Have your name tag.
Welcome. Take a seat.
So Hellas, you know, the Hellenic Association, I'm not sure if all of you had it when you were there, still going strong. These are actually older photos. I asked them if I can steal them from their Instagram site. But they also hosted a Vasilevita event this year. So they're still active. It's mainly graduate students from Greece, to be honest. But I know that they hosted this event because my kid wore the fleury. Sadly, no photos. Or maybe it's better because the fleury was actually wine and she just turned 18 and not allowed to have wine there. You want to
Yes, this might not be so old because we used to cook them by hand when I was a few years
okay.
ago. Now they
Okay.
have models, they have, yes. Okay.
No, you're right, it was by
It
hand
was
at that
like
time.
we had to dig, we had
Then
to.
But such a pity because so many events.
We
don't
had
have
to
any
dig,
photos.
you're right. Who
Yes,
was
the
going
day
the
before
early
it was a
hours?
huge thing.
But I come and eat.
We used to have the Easter thing in the
Este barco.
Escondido.
Escondido Park.
So this actually happened. I went to the dorm and they were serving souvlaki and kubepia. And they even had labels saying this is souvlaki and this is kubepia.
But
Yes.
tell them why. Because apparently,
And I start, hi. Your name tag? It's okay.
Ναι, λίγο ρίσκο.
And they also have a very fancy alumni center now. When I say fancy, I mean really fancy, you guys. This. So anyone can walk in there. You know, they ask you, would you like to go to our cafe or use the internet or print out something or take a shower? And I'm like, why are they asking about that?
Because they
All
think,
the girls.
because they think you'll donate a few hundred $1,000.
And
course.
this is Astrid, the woman who encouraged us to set up this club and guided us through the training. This is the one who gave the speech a bit earlier. And of course, there are many homecoming events.
Yeah, that's us.
Stefane,
Ναι, ναι,
you
ναι.
recognize this photo? It's
Ναι, ναι,
from
είμαι κι εγώ.
your account.
Ναι, είμαι κι εγώ. 4 years ago.
so you keep
Nah.
going to your homecoming reunion?
I went only once to the 20 year. I'll probably go this year. I'm thinking maybe 25.
Alexia, you're thinking of going? I think
I'm thinking about it. So anything you want to ask about homecoming events? It's not the first time you're volunteering Stefanos to do something.
Yeah, they try to get me to do things. I
Next
try
time
to
you
avoid
see
it.
someone dressed as a tree, no.
We'll see. No, it's not a
And
chance.
Look at this gem that I found on the internet, guys.
What's
John
that?
will tell you more about this maybe.
Cyprus, Stanford.
So hopefully we'll have more photos from other
Take a
places
photo.
in Cyprus. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for coming here tonight. Let's hope that, those who are at Stanford right now, who will go to Stanford, will love it as much as we did. And that tonight is just a start of something wonderful for us along in Cyprus. Thank you.